Well, wild ones, every journey begins with a step. It actually begins with the motivation. I've been sitting here for a couple weeks, down and out about the gold that I got this past year and debating whether I should even go back out and try again, always knowing that I will. But it sure was hard last year. I only got about 7 to 8 grams, and it worked out to be about $3 an hour maybe. So that's the kind of results you can expect if you're someone like me who picks up prospecting out of nowhere and just takes everything you can from YouTube and goes out there and gives it their best shot on the Amber Club claims. So 7 grams, but a whole lot of great camping and memorable times with my dogs. I lost one of my dogs this year. She wandered off and got taken away by coyotes. So this past year has been quite a stress test with the COVID and loss of my daughter dog Xena. But it's been a long year, a tough year. It's August 1st. So we hope to bring you some more adventures. We're in gold country. But I just wanted to do a quick intro and let you know my energy levels and how I'm hopeful but I'm drained. And I bet you there's a lot of other people in my situation that just need to go scratch up some more money, and gold is the best way I can find because it doesn't require me to suck ass and kiss up constantly to people and just maneuver the society of bullshit. So if you're ever just can't deal with that bullshit anymore, gold is for you, but it sure will break you if you don't know how to do it in smart ways. So gold is all about working smarter and harder. At my level, I've always been wanting to scale up and have bigger machineries involved, but I just can't seem to get these people to take the dive with me. I was forced into it because of my career change, but not many other people are really forced into this hand yet. But I think that's going to be changing in the years to come. So hopefully I'll be still around and I'll have been prepared with some of the equipment it takes to extract the gold from Mother Nature. And I've learned every aspect I can learn about mining. It really didn't take that long compared to biochemistry. So you apply the techniques I learned in science to the mining industry and you can recover gold. Little notification from my news telling me the world's falling apart. So that's what I do on my channel is I use my training from science and I apply it to side gigs and the gold mining industry. And I hope it's not like I'm a huge success, I'm just a survivor. I'm not here to tell you how to get rich, just give you the survival tips that have gotten me to my age. And I hope you find it useful. Thanks again, wild ones. I love you. Here we are, wild ones. Meet me at the crossroads. There you are. Well, I'm out here at the plateau where all the roads meet and the ledge above Jackass Creek, which feeds into Moccasin Creek. And I just wanted to show you this neat little camping area. I'll sort of give you the 360. Look around. So this is a really nice spot to camp. It's not on the claim, it's close to the claim, the Amber claim. So you can prospect around the borders here and not even be a member, but just pay attention to your borders of where the claims are. Just actually go ahead and get your Amber membership and you don't have to worry about it. So if you can notice in the background here, I'll get my big head to only take up some of the room. You see these peaks and valleys and the different terrain. You see that green spot over there. And you see that tan spot right there. Right there, that's a big old pile of moved earth by someone. So there's a lot of workings right here is what I'm trying to say. A lot of poison ivy too. So it's super hot here during the day in the summer, and it gets really muddy and hard to get through in the winter when it's nasty out. But during the summer you can get here with a car and get in this little cubby hole up here at around 2,000 feet, I think. And there's plenty of geological stuff to look at and old workings. I've never found much gold up here, but I haven't worked it that much because there's no water up here. And when there is water, it's too hard for me to get back there with my car. So you should come up here and dry wash if you got a dry washer. I don't have one right now. That would actually be a lot of fun to come up here and dry wash. Here, let me show you a spot that I would dry wash. See that down in there? This is the tributary. There's a ledge of gravelly material in there. It's not big gravels, but it's something you could try with a dry washer. There's certainly a lot of bullets here too, so you know it's going to be a mess. So for metal detecting, but check out this ore. Isn't that cool? Look how green that is. I guess that's chlorite. I don't think it's copper or silver, but I could be wrong. And then here's some quartz. Another piece right here. And I like this piece a lot. It's very irony. I guess that's limonite. Tell me in the comments what you think it is, or if you know your geology better than I do. I'm sure somebody knows better, but I think it's limonite. So if you look down in here, there's chunks of this stuff. Apparently the gold must have been traveling in something. So we're going to take some of it from off the claim. Basically, it's the regions that I've described in previous videos where you can go to for free and legally and prospect. It can't be claimed up because it's patented, but it's on BLM land, so it's not private. So you can go to these places and camp and also have a chance to find a little bit of gold. Usually it's off the main diggings. But let me show you some of the diggings here. Now here's a big old piece of quartz. Look at that one. Yeah, that's a big one. Nice. And it's probably in the drop zone, I guess. Another good spot to test. I'm walking the dog at the same time. So sorry for all the shakiness. But here, we'll show you what's down here in this deposit area. See if we get you to see what's going on here. Looks like caliche to me mostly, and like a clayish, really angular. Not a lot of river rock. So this place has been scoured and hydrauliced already. Let's go a little further in. Here's some bedrock exposed here. Come on, Handsome. There's Handsome. Get up there, boy. Yeah, and then here's another drop zone. Big old piece of quartz, big old irony piece of quartz. Piece of hypochlorite, I think I'm calling that chlorite. Back up on the bedrock here. That's kind of orangey material, but I'm not too thrilled about any of the stuff I see up here unless there's some of the ancient rounded rock. But let's keep on looking around here. I'll spare you the gas money. Now, this place has been absolutely scoured and scoured. We could get the metal detector out, but we'd find a lot of bullets here. So now in these narrow regions are the interesting spots, because they're called sorting zones. And there'll be drop zones within the sorting zones. You see these bigger rocks right here fell out of the water right behind this corner, just like they always tell you, the inside bin. Sorting zone right here, blah blah blah. Be a lot of opportunity to dry wash out here. Metal detect the drop zones, find the lead, and then you could also sweep it up and dry wash it. Here's a nice piece of ore right there. See that? So nature does a lot of the sorting for you if you know the trends. You check out the other videos that talk about that. Here's a really steep spot right here. So the water pressure must get very high right here. and it shelves a lot of this stuff up here. I know. Mining 0001, not even 101. But let's look at some more ore here. Look at that. That's pretty. But you're kind of looking for a deposit up on the sidewall of rounded river rock. I'm not seeing it. I'm just seeing slough and real angular stuff. Go through here. There's a nice piece of ore right here. On the Mineland Matters, this is one of the heart regions of a lot of lode rock samples and mines, so that's why I'm showing you this. Look at this little collaboration. 4 or 5 of these big pieces of ore right here, making a little waterfall. That's really neat. It goes to show you how nature's sorting it, because that's not man-made. Nope. But I will show you some man-made stackings. Now, if we look up here on this ledge, you can see it's been divoted out. And in between us is this mound with a piece of quartz streamer. So here, have another look at the sidewall here. So that don't look very promising to me. It looks like mud and clay. Not very well deposited. We'll keep walking back a little ways though. It's a bit of a rough drive on the car back here, so try to get some content to put up for you all. I hope you don't mind the shakiness. But as you know, it's hard to walk on this stuff. Okay, so I walked up on that ledge I just showed you, and now we'll shoot back towards the river, or the tributary. See that? Handsome, he likes to smell around and doesn't like to listen. Look at this piece of quartz right here. It doesn't look very mineralized, but it's beautiful. Beautiful. And you can see where they left off. They pulled that out right there. Everything I'm standing on was an inside bend. It's elevated up in the plateau here. And there's likely gold in here somewhere, but it's just so much trash. So much trash to use a detector, and so much overburden to use anything. But like I said, a dry washer is the way to go out here. A little 12-volt battery dry washer, a puffer. I'm telling you, that's the way to do it. I don't have it. I can't demonstrate it, but let's keep looking. Might get a whole 10 minutes of video out of this. All right, I like to keep showing you the sidewall here and all this quartz. This is that quartz and green stuff again. Quartz and green stuff here. Quartz and green stuff and bedrock. Yeah, it's a neat spot. It's a neat spot. Look, there's something was digging out there. I don't know what. I see some quartz up there. Yep, I do. All about that rusty quartz. Here, looky here. This is a quartz vein that I removed. I removed that and got it ready to process. So, Hansel, come on down here, boy. Come on, stay with me now. Come on now. Look at this. This has all been totally cleaned out. Totally cleaned out. Someone came in here and just went nuts. I mean, there's not even any dust. It's like but a lot of this quartz stuff, I don't know, it must not be very worthwhile because it's everywhere. But it sure looks like it would have the gold. There's all these streamers going through it. And they say that a lot of times the source vein is already decomposed and there's no source vein left, so that might be the case here. Okay, now looky here. This is pretty cool. Look at all these junctions right here. Yep, you see all this slaty bedrock looking stuff hitting this green stone? Yep, that's almost like it's not a fault, I don't think, but it certainly is a V junction where the 3 earth types are coming together. I've had a lot of success coming into these spots and just see that little crease right there between the two.
That's what they always say is where the gold precipitates out. So that's where you want to check. Like again, this spot's been very well scoured. But come back here with a GPX 5000 maybe. Alright, let's keep going, Hansel. Walk, walk, walk. Let's go, boy. Trying to make a video here, boy. I'm gonna show you the sidewall a little further back. See, it's just not good rounded gravels. There's a bigger rock, and there's no size. So that's in my experience, that's not a good thing. But now, looky here, we're in between the old stackings. See that? That's man-made. I can't tell about this, and maybe that would be the spot to look. That's what they say is you want to undo people's old-timer stackings and look for that little pocket of virgin ground. But I tell you, up here, we'll go back up here again. If I can. Okay, not too bad, not too bad. You know, this is pretty freaky up here. I think that's from a burn, or a tree burnt. Oh boy, we're getting the things all over us now, the burrs. Check this out, that whole wall, that's a whole wall man-made cobbles. Okay, so they were up here in this pocket. I'm right standing in this pocket up here of old-timer diggings. Okay, it's not too bad to get to. You hear how hard I'm breathing, not too terrible. Okay, so you know, this is all pretty nasty in spring, in late spring and early summer, and it's already dried off and burnt down. Not burnt, but the vegetation's died off. Come on, Hansel, let's walk. Come on, boy. I don't see, still looking for that rounded river rock. Okay. Oh. Alright. Back into the waterway we go. Probably runs twice a year, or for 1 week, 2 weeks a year. Ouch. Okay, it's getting a little nasty right here. I'm doing it for YouTube. Hit that like button. Subscribe. Give away my gold. Okay, now looky here. Here's a sidewall a little further back. It's interesting looking too. It still doesn't look very promising, but it's been sculpted out. Check that out. Wow. Okay, so we got through those thistles. A little further back now. Alright, we're gonna show you the sidewall over here. This looks interesting. Now this looks good. This looks like it might be original. Uh-oh. I think we may have found it. I think we found the original. Just a little pocket of it. Okay, here it is. What do you think? Is that original? Look at that. It's got river rock. It looks like it's been sorted. Oh boy, I think there's a little pocket right here. So, and we're on the patented land. Yep. This is not on a plan. So, wow, I didn't know about this. It's just a little further than I always used to come. That's where it always seems to be. Look here. So it looks like it's probably river laid down by river. Maybe not, it could still be tailings. But I don't think so, because it's got small rock in it too. It's got tiny rock. I think this is just a little piece left. Probably not the best spot of what they did, but this is probably where they had their stuff set on. Wow, there's a little pocket of gold right here, I bet. Huh. Alright, let's get you a better look at it. See all that? You see how that doesn't look like anything I showed you previously? Well, this is the stuff. This is the meat that's left on the bone. You see up there is where they were mining the crap out of it. So they always have to have somewhere to set their stuff. And typically, people leave and they pack it up. And when they get their stuff packed up, they're not going to run the gold that it was on. Run the dirt that the gold was on. Gold was in that the stuff was on. Wow, that's beautiful. I think that's the stuff. But of course, it takes testing, and there's no water up here. This place is dry. It runs right off of here. It looks like people were doing a little digging. I don't know. I can't tell. Oh yeah, someone was digging here. See that? Right there. Here. I'll go just a little further back because it seems to pay off when I do. Oh wow, there's so much irony quartz. Very neat, but it's humongous too. There's no getting it out here by hand. See all that? Okay, so let's think about this for a second. Oh my goodness. There's definitely a big pocket removed here. So that stuff down there may or may not be unworked. Look at this ore. It's just incredible. I think this was burnt in a campfire though. I'm gonna leave that. Come on, Hansel, be with me now. I think that's all I wanted to show you. So basically, keep pushing. The further you push back, the more likely there's fewer and fewer people that have been there, and it's harder and harder to work the gold back there. So it's 2022, so you got to push a little further back. Even though I did find my biggest nugget in just a stone's throw from the parking lot one time. That was just being meticulous and lucky. I always have to go further and further back to get to that partial ground that's just never been touched before. So I think that might be it, but it always takes the testing. And like I said, there's the issue of testing it. You can't get no water up here, so you gotta get that puffer going on the 12 volt. Okay, I'm gonna cut this off. I'm losing my brain. See you later, wild ones. Okay, we'll just do another quick little shot here of behind the inside bend here in the narrow spot. It seems to be very already swept clean. But when you look at the things that are here, they're very cool. They're very interesting. Look at this piece of rock here. Oh man. And then this one. It's a piece of the mother lode right there, you know? So, yeah. It takes truckloads and truckloads to get an ounce. So, that's why it's still here. Alright, that's it. Well, wild ones, I just want to be the guy on YouTube that shows you what it's really like out here. I don't see too much of that. I mean, a few guys are really out there doing the real thing, and it's unscripted. But here, this is what it's really like. Yeah, look at all that burrs. There's got to be 500 burrs on me right now. But I will take burrs over poison ivy any day. And just want to share with you a little bit of the interesting structures out here. And you're always asking yourself if it's a virgin piece or if it's tailings or whatnot. And the lesson of this video, I guess, is to look for the river rock that's deposited on the sidewalls or left behind, like maybe we found today. And then you want it, the bigger the better. And basically avoid all the slough areas because you're not going to be able to run enough of that to make it worth your time. So that's what it's all about. It's finding the good spots, and you really got to look for those little sweet spots that are deposits. And there's other methods that I go into in other times, but right now I'm just trying to show you. Here, looky here. Here's a sidewall. This is no good. That's all muddy, sloughy. If you were to pan that out with a classifier, it would only be like 1/10 gravels. You want something that's going to be mostly gravels. Very crunchy feeling. And orangey, red, black, all those are good things. So, yep. Yeah. You want to sweat when you come out here. Here, look at this vein. Right here, you see. These are the types of veins out here. I've heard them called greenstone veins, but I really don't know. And it's just kind of a pain right here to walk.